Welcome back, everyone. We're hitting this draft, and you know what? I want to give a shout out to my Heckering boy. He rocked it. He got the interview, voted MVP as well. Big shout out, War Leader. You stood out, man. You did your job. That's the main thing. But we're not here to speak about that game, Crims. It's done. It's dusted. We're on a game 2.
Yeah, and now we have ourselves a match between Team A squared versus Team in the trees here. And, well, no Heckram for this game, as well as the Fiora being taken out. I wonder if that's going to signify ourselves a Aatrox pick. Could always be there.
Well, with the way that Aatrox kind of played the last game, hopefully it's a little bit different. No shade thrown. Unfortunate that the Malphite just had your number, dude, and that's just one of those things. But look, we see the bans coming through. The Zillion, Ari, Nol is going to be taken away. Hecarim, Saj, MF, Fiora. Also going to be replied back. Both of these teams, going to lock in Diana with the first pick. Renata going to be locked in for in the trees, and I like the Renata pick. I think this champion with the bailout can definitely offer some assistance in some really dire circumstances.
Yeah, Renata is really good at anti-dive as well. She can also engage. Renata's got that capability, but it's not as good as her anti-dive. She can really block off a entire alley in the jungle, as well as preventing champions like Diana from being able to do what they want in the backline here. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get that going for them. Sejuani can be picked up as well. This is a flex pick in the current meta course, but mostly top and jungle here as Yasuo Diana combo comes out.
Wow.
Look, this is a real famous combo from last season, still potent in this season as well. These jungle duo pair so well together, especially in those mid-game team fights. They're going to slap a Leona right on top of that. I feel like they're playing right into Renata a little bit, but they could definitely shake up a team fight or two.
Well, the interesting thing is that they opted to ban away that Nautilus. Now, usually with the Yasuo, you try and give them every option to actually get that last breath, but opting for the Leona, you get that Solar Flare coming down, locks them in place, and then I'm trolling, Katarina Dooku gonna get the ultimate away anyway with the second on the queue. So Vayne going to be locked in as well. Now this is an interesting pick going into this team composition because Vayne is super slippery. Trying to one-shot the Vayne. Most Vaynes actually go, and I'll pass this on to Crims, but I've seen them go Randuins. That tank item usually finds itself in the itemization for this champion.
Yeah, that's because they're just so strong at doing damage. True percent health damage, it's just only a matter of time before you fall. And the longer you stall, the more damage you can pump out. So getting a little bit of tankiness on Vayne totally works. Up against two auto attackers, I know Diana is seen more as like assassin, but let's not beat around the bush. Her passive is really what makes her a strong auto attacker in consistent damage on top of the Yasuo. So certainly a possibility here. No AD carry counterbans for this Vayne, so looks like they feel pretty confident in their laning phase down in bot lane here.
Yeah, opting for those top lane bans coming through. That's going to be the Camille, GP, Malphite, Aatrox. We've seen that matchup last game. Didn't opt very well, but Talia going to be locked in here as well. And now that champion opens up a whole new scope on the game in terms of which lane you can impact the most.
Yeah, Talia is got the global for those roams as well as anti-dash here. So that is going to be putting a bit of a hamper on Diana Yasuo. So I like that. They got themselves two pretty strong counter dive champions. They have the Talia, they have Renata, and then they could turn it around with Sejuani. I think that they also have protection for this Vayne as you're talking about the bailout there with Renata. So looking like INT have got themselves a pretty good all-around comp. They have some niche picks like the Vayne, but so far it's looking pretty good. And on the opposite side, 3 times 1A here is going to be picking up a Katarina.
It's the... that's it, baby. That's the team name. Come on,
I refuse to waste so much time saying a team name. I'm going to be honest.
Stub your toe. We
you guys
all
are
in.
you're not gonna play me. All right, I'm gonna go 4A or 2 times 2A. You know,
Any
3 plus 1A.
believers?
I'm gonna take the quicker route here, as
All
they're
right.
gonna be rounding out their pick with an auction. Well, that is certainly a crazy draft from the side of Team A here. I mean, they have a lot of short range though. I'm just gonna throw that out, and playing that into Vayne actually helps out INT a lot. They really want to make sure they get outranged, and they've already done it. Team A, short range as
Oh,
hell.
Cali. Yeah, Cali's going to be locked in there as well. So, just to touch on your point, they're very short range, which means they're all or nothing. That's the big thing when it comes to this team comp. It's they either get everything or they get nothing, or we trade over some stuff.
Yeah,
But with the Vayne, don't lock her down. And now you also have to worry about the Akali coming into the equation, right? You need to keep
yeah.
track. Or the W going off the shroud, make sure that you can get tabs on her. The only person that can actually lock her up inside that is the Leona. But we've seen it in the last game. I mean, team composition, it really doesn't matter in the early game. It's really who wants it most. Where are these junglers going to go? Are they going to match each other nice and even? I mean, Diana is a champion that I hate playing against personally. This champion just sends me crazy. It snowballs so hard. But on the opposite side, you got a Sejani, and Sejani, like you said, very popular pick, very flex, very good. It can go support, it can go the jungle. It looks like he's going jungle this game, obviously, because of Renata going to make her way into the support. And it's going to be a banger, let's be honest. I'm excited for this one. I hope everybody's getting the predictions in, because we are back on the Rift for the final game of the night of Week 5, Day 1. And what's going to happen, Crims? Do we have any predictions going into this one?
Well, I can only make a prediction on things that happen. So here's what I'm gonna say: if 4A get a lead, they can win the game. If they don't get the lead at all, they have 0 wave clear. They have extremely low range. They don't have good siege. They're just gonna. I'm pretty sure it's either they win or they're just gonna get absolutely blasted in this game. 2 center comps in a row, Lamb.
Either way, I'm happy with whatever happens here. We're seeing Jaffe just
Half
laying it
HP
on.
already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brock Lee is. I can't even back now because the minions are already here. So Akali, the disrespect is real in this one.
Yeah, didn't respect the range. Definitely gonna be taking a beating, Jaffe, on his hop shot there. Classic. And now, both junglers starting on the same side. Diana would like to full clear. Certainly one of those full clear junglers really enjoys that. Sejuani probably going to skip a few camps here. Skirmish already. Brock Lee is taking losing trade after losing trade in the top lane already.
Wow, and it kind of looks that
being
way.
zoned too. Oh, that is so terrible.
Yeah, he's walking right up the wave and not giving him any chance to try and get in range. The fleet footwork is coming through for the Akali too, so the healing aspect of it, 5-point strike as well. Doran Shield, important start. You go anything else there, you're really struggling. So itemization is correct in terms of the matchup, but already chugging so much pressure in that top
I would
lane.
like to see the EXP difference in top lane. So Jaffe's already level 2. Brock Lee still level 1. And yeah, if we could see the EXP difference, I think it would be telling the story of how this lane might just be doomed already. Wave finally bouncing in after missing quite a few CS. Yeah, that is going to be brutal.
The big thing here is both junglers are actually pathing up to the top side here. So Brock Lee is going to feel good about the Sejani coming up there to get on the action. But Diana is right there as well. You see them red buff for the Sejani. Diana's now clearing the blue. We're going to see fireworks in that top lane. We see a ward. So unless Sejani goes on an alternate route, it's going to be spotted out here. We're going to see a skirmish going
nice
in.
Stun.
It's going to be pushed away by the seismic shove from Talia. Good disengage on the Katarina. The clue is in the name. Playing the champion. There's no excuses here, Crims.
All right, Sejuani actually making the full clear first. Jaffe playing extremely aggressive. 2 levels up. Takes a tower shot right into Bo.
Bone plating's going to be popped. Oracle's going to go off as well to see if the jungler's here. Flash for flash. They're going to trade that one over. Rare Adam's going to be in there.
All
He's
the
going to get
damage.
Resonant Strike as well. He's going to go back in. It's going to be First Blood going over to the Akshan, and they collapse, but they're going to pay for it because they don't have anything going on there.
Yeah, look, if we can see here, Broccoli still level 2. Akali really needs level 3 to activate the damage. Doesn't have her E, which is the most damaging skill in the early game. The E is not going to be there. And yeah, Jaffe just makes it out, gets the kill as well. And man, this is where when you're a top laner, you just hate yourself and you hate playing this game.
Well, so far, it might be a diffy in the tiffy. That's what we call it. And Broccoli,
I'm gonna say you just made that up.
I did. Do you know what? this We're here. Look, it's one of those things. Akshan's having a great time up there. Pickaxe going to be completed as well. Going to come through, help him. Broccoli doesn't even get enough for an item. That's got to be feels bad, man. Big time. Times 9,000. But we are going to see Yasuo going against the Vayne. Really much a skill matchup in terms of if they get close to each other. You know, if you dodge that second cast to the Steel Tempest, it's going to feel good for Kenny. But this man is known for his killing potential, Crims, for this team.
Yeah, we'll see if that's a factor. I think kind of put down here because, let's face it, in the bot lane, range is king. And Vayne is is a stranger to that matchup. So we'll see if Kenny can play it out here. Jaffe with the red buff just absolutely brutalizing. Wave pushing away. Has to give up all that juicy EXP and gold. This is crimes being committed here. Felonies are happening in the top side.
This is pretty bad for Broccoli here. I mean, he's going to potentially freeze the wave there. I mean, you keep it in that spot, it's going to be really good. The jungler can walk up anytime, and Broccoli has to respect that. Just picking up a cloth armor.
Yeah, I think we're going to need F in chat for Broccoli here. I mean, look at this walk of shame to the top side here.
But the other thing is, I mean, the problem for Broccoli really is this freeze wouldn't be happening if the double buffs wasn't on Jaffe. I mean, that's a lot of damage to actually tank to get that freeze off. But because he got that early roam from Diana coming around to counter that jungle coming up to the top side, it's unfortunate. It really is.
Rare Adam here again. Broccoli.
Yeah, Crescent Strike is going to get the dash on the Broccoli as well. Sejani is here, but the 2v2 will not matter too much. Can he get the stun off? Jaffe going extremely low. There goes the flash from Broccoli. He wants something else coming from this because he's been on cooldown too many times. He's going to pick that one up. It's not going to go over to carry though. It's going to go over to the jungler. Talia's here. The Weaver's Wall is going to get him in range for this one. Rare Adam just buying time in the alcove. Oh, where are these shots going? Oh, he turns it around. Adam's going to walk that one out, and he's out.
Unfortunately, Evolved Noob couldn't save the day. All right, we're going to go ahead and play this back for you guys because Rare Adam comes around, and this is a decent timing for the gank. Unfortunately, Jaffe not exactly in position, so the damage gets stalled out a little bit. Eventually, with the mobility, is here. Bo's going to put a hamper in that and prevent the finishing off of Broccoli, and they're going to skirmish this out here. Meanwhile, Evolved Noob is here with the ultimate, gets here first, and now this is where the mistakes happen. Ekaterina's going to go ahead, go back, notices ain't going to be able to make a difference top lane, rather get some plates. The wrap around, Rare Adam with the double dash, picks up the kill, and gets out. That is absolutely beautiful.
Very clean Diana play, but it has to be said.
No ring, though. Ah, what a shame.
It has to be said that the back there from Sejani was questionable. Oh, Adam's going to be caught out here, but he still has a lot of damage. Threaded volley is going to miss again. Looks really uncomfortable on this Talia. It's Katarina's coming in now. He's going to get knocked back by the seismic shot, but that's going to be claimed by Rare Adam again. This guy is on fire.
Yeah, 3-0-1 has a gold lead. This is exactly where you want to be on Diana. Once you get your AP, you could just super power clear through the jungle ahead of your enemy and just absolutely take over the map, take all the farm as well. That is some great damage coming out from Jaffe here. Is going to be able to potentially buy a mythic and a couple rotations of the jungle. And they're not going the tank Diana build, so they're going to be packing a lot of heat.
Yeah, and it all stems from this top lane matchup, right? It's forcing the Sejanni be up there just to even try and get some pressure in the lane so that Broccoli can actually try and farm. He's stuck behind this turret. He's 2 levels down. This is, like you said, this is criminal. This is a felony. This man, you know, free Broccoli. This man is getting it really hard right now. But look, he's got level 6 now. Maybe he can make the plays happen. There's nothing else but damage on the Akshan, so keep an eye on that one. If Broccoli just implodes, he might go for everything. He's low on energy. It doesn't look like it. Shuriken Flip's going to connect, but he's still behind his turret. That's too dangerous to actually go in on. Instead, the Sejanni's going to start up the Drake. The ward is there, so they know this is going on.
Kenny's not there either. They have the opportunity.
Leona walking around, Yasuo walking around, Diana over the pit. That's going to be, stolen away.
Nice.
No, it's not going to be. Sejanni's going to claim it. Glacial Prison going to whiff. Exhaust going to be dropped on the Adam. That's a little bit negating the damage. He's going to dash anyway. See over the wall. Karina's just going to pick up a free kill on Talia. She's going to be sent packing. It's Sejanni. It's going to go down as well as Adam claims that one. They lose the Drake, but they pick up 2 kills.
Yeah, lucky that both does get themselves the Drake. So all is not for naught. I guess I shouldn't have went for that double negative there. But a smidge of a save there. But yeah, Rare Adam picks up more kills, goes for the Gnasher Tooth. The early spike here, damage is going to be a very, very good. And now we find ourselves in a situation where top lane's getting smashed in. Jungle is starting to pick up a lot of pacing here. They did take away the dragon, but it's looking like the Rift Herald snowball is really gonna be on the plate for the side of 4A, and they can definitely take the game here. And that's going to be big because this is INT 7-1 in the standings here, and this would be a massive upset.
Well, Team AA right now, they're looking
Double
damn
A.
good. Double A. Should have just stuck to that. But we're good. Look, in terms of that, in the trees, I mean, you said it best. Like, the Herald will really snowball the plays if they can actually get... The problem is here, if I look at this, the Akali needs to get out of that lane because it is an absolute nightmare for her. So what do you do to actually combat that, Crims? What do you do to get this Akali back in the game right now?
Oh, I would just not go for it. Sorry. You do not get Akali back in the
That's
game.
a rip.
They're on their own. Yeah, look, Broccoli's going to have to do a lot of training on their own here because there's no way you get back in the game. And if you try to put resources into Akali, the fact is you might just lose more on the rest of the map. So you have to make sure everyone else stabilizes. And you need to recover elsewhere. Broccoli's just going to have to sacrifice. Yeah, Broccoli's just got to be a sacrifice. That turret's going to drop. They don't get the dive, so that's actually good for Broccoli. Survives for now. Is going to be losing a lot more, but they need to trade plays on the map here. So, yeah, they need to deal with the Rift Herald. And here we go. This is what I want to see.
Yeah, Glacial Prison going to connect on the Karina. She's going to spin to win. Is she going to win anything involved now with the threaded volley? It's not going to connect anything. He's going to fall first. Broccoli doing his best, juking it out. He's going to get killed underneath his own turret, and they're still marching in the top lane, even though Diana was tanking that turret, and there's nothing up there. He's stopping, but it looks like they're backing. Katarina! Whoa! Where that health bar? I'm a back. He's chilling.
How did Katarina get out of that scenario? Oh my, I can't believe it. I thought they were dead for sure. And
Just
then,
live, forehead.
yeah, Just Live gets out of the mid lane gank as the top lane gets smashed in yet again. Broccoli went for a kill, a bit unadvised, 2v1, although under the turret. Rare Adam and Jaffe don't die, and now that's just more wins on the map for the side of 2-2-8.
I think the...
MXL?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, Handshake's going to move him to the left there. MXL's going to walk away. Jaffe's down here as well. Hostile Takeover's going to go down. Exhaust already on the vein. They got to carry. That's the man. They want to go down, and they're going to get a double kill as well. Diana, just so eccentric in this game. Picks up another one. 7-0-1 for Rare Adam.
Yeah, look at this Diana scoreline. Okay, so they finally pick up the Bambi Cinder, so they're going to be doing that Sunfire combo, which is very, very strong. Bo just might have ran into their own doom here.
Yeah, Rare Adam just doesn't care, no respect. He's going to get stunned up, but Sejani is going to Arctic Assault in the opposite direction. That's not an assault, that's a flee for your life because this Diana is just so fed right now. You don't want to run into a 1v1. We do see the mythic being complete for Sejani, so Ayum started to come on board for industries, but it's looking really difficult for them. They're going to burn the teleport to go back to the top. Akshan going to hold that wave underneath his turret. Now, I want to point out that lane is so pushed out now that Akali could have frozen that wave and just farmed up the wave, got the experience, got the gold in the back pocket, and then really Akshan has to look elsewhere. Opted not to do that, opted to push it out. There's no objective in the top side, but they still need to try and contest these dragons. But how do they do it, Crims? They're so stretched here. The Sejani can only be in one place at one time, but the way that Jaffe and the way that Rare Adam are actually combining in this game, it makes it extremely difficult to even try and go toe-to-toe with either of these guys.
All right, they're going to go for another gank mid lane. That's not going to work out. And with that sum down and just the game state in general, I think this has got to be a given dragon. No way you can contest that. I mean, you got one already, so that stalls gives time for your Vayne to potentially power up. And that's who I'm aiming for to potentially save the game for INT. But, like, this is a very, very huge gold deficit. And it's really going to take some sort of miracle to come back in this game. And hopefully Kenny has got the chops to carry.
You need some broad shoulders for this one. I mean, Diana into Vayne, if she even catches you one time for the one time, you're gone time. Sleep time. It's no time at all. Because it's really difficult for them right now. But look, the game is still there. They're still trying to keep these waves as best they can. They seem to be trying to chase Rare Adam out of the jungle. This man is just jungling anywhere and everywhere he wants. You heard Mundo goes where he pleases, but now you're seeing Adam goes where he pleases.
Yeah, and I'd like to say Rare Adam and Bo both completed their mythics at the same time. Just want to throw that out there.
That's the synergy. That's it. It's a wrap. All right, we're done.
Yeah, well, Rare Adam just an entire item up in this game, as well as MXL, just from all the turrets, I suppose, and those plates bot side have picked up their mythics in the bot lane as well with Chapone. So that is a lot of power, and the spikes coming in first for the side of 4A here.
Well, the one saving grace is they do have a Yasuo, but you don't get that power spike until you're 0 and 10. Right now, he's sitting 0 0 and 3.
Yeah,
MXL,
he's got to feed a little bit to get that power spike going.
He needs to feel that bloodlust. He's going in, but they're going to pick up another turret here, and they're picking up free gold all over the map, right? They're super in control. You really want to see them try and push that vision right now. Is Sejani is going to hop on over and collect that blue buff. Good invade coming through. You need to get what you can and get out what you can. That's pretty much the model of this game so far. Like we said, the Herald is going to be up pretty shortly as well. They will look to try and collapse onto that one. But right now, if you are on the side of the INT, you're looking to buy time for your players.
Yeah, I definitely want to buy time. And one of those gold bounties are in, which is right now. You can see the gold shimmer on the turrets. You really want to trade those. I mean, if you can pick them up without trading, that's great. But realistically speaking, you're going to just have to trade. And what that means is if you trade a turret for a turret, you're actually going to be trading up. So you're going to be gaining gold, and that's a relatively safe play that you can go for. Won't be giving up much, and you're going to be trading up for free, essentially, just due to game mechanics. That being said, no way you can contest this Rift Herald, which probably also means that mid turret will be dropping soon, and that's going to be an open map for to basically take over.
I mean, they're really reaching right here. Akshan, complete control of that bot wave. It's going to go across. Sejani going to try and get that one away. He's not going to get anything. Goes Arctic Assault over the pit. The flash is still available. Hostile takeover is not going to help very much other than that. Yeah, Steel Tempest. Second cast going to miss as well. So Sedge walks away with his life. But they get nothing for it. And they're still behind. They're still struggling here. 10,000.
Yeah, they're
gold lead
playing
right now.
into the strong side of the AAA. So I don't see what's the sense of that. You're definitely going to lose. And you can see Bo basically couldn't do anything. Wasted 2 ultimates for nothing instead of potentially killing Jaffe instead and getting some CS bot side. I really think like realistically, it's going to be really hard to gain anything on the map. So might as well go for an even trade bot side potentially here. And yeah, now look, my turret's down. And this jungle is wide open right for the taking. Jaffe already taking away resources.
This is where we'll see kind of just the struggles of, you know, we've all been there as jungle mains. I'm sure there's many of you watching this tonight, and it feels really bad when the map is in this state and it's not even 20 minutes on the clock. And really, that's just a big compliment a AA in this game, right? They are going for broke here. They're taking it to the team who is leading this division. And look, they played around their win condition, right? They basically said, we're going to stop Akali from playing this game. We're going to force the Sejani to go top and leave the bot lane alone. We're going to leave the Katarina alone. It's paying dividends right now, Crims.
Yeah, and it is somewhat due to the draft from the side of INT here. Let's be honest, like it's not like Vayne and Renata are going to be making waves in the bot side. They're really just there to scale up as well. And just due to the top matchup, Akali really just wanted to chill until mid-game to make some assassinations. Well, now that's not going to be possible as well. And when topside was completely shoved in, all the plays had to be made bottom. Evolved Noob tried to recover topside. That did not go so well. And that put them in a further deficit. And now they're in a 10-1. And 20 minutes in, Second Dragon probably going to go the opposite side. And a extremely hefty 10k gold lead. Jaffe, does he get the solo kill here?
Oh, he's gone rogue. Oh, never mind. Talia's going to flash away. That's a big flash coming out from the mid lane. Or Evolve Noob having to play defensively because it's just so volatile, even walking out of your base on this map. And we're going to see them pick up the dragon. It's free. They're playing around the objectives. That's also Elixir on Rare Adam. He's feeling good about himself in this game. And why not?
Yeah, definitely. You're the king of the map right now, strutting around. You could always go for Baron when it spawns here. I mean, look, the cold lead is just insurmountable, so that would not be a bad play. If you're just trying to win this game early, trying to make sure it doesn't stall out to 40 minutes. Oh, here we go. A little bit of a jungle skirmish.
Oh, disrespect with the emojis coming through. The Zenith Blade is going to connect onto Sejani. He's going to walk that one out. Aftershock's going to be popped. And they just can't move up at all. I mean, the Leona, if she connects onto you, you better believe there's at least 3 members behind her to collapse on it.
Yeah, and that jungle is gone. There's just no quadrants of the map for INT to farm here. And yeah, look, here we go. They're going to try to end this game properly here. They've shoved out Bo, and now there's no vision as well. Free Baron. Is this going to be a sub 25-minute win?
Quite potentially. There's absolutely, I mean, Leona is helping. I'm helping. Zenith Blade comes over, tags the Baron. It's the reason why they secured it. Let's be honest. What a performance. Shipon. We love it. But it's a nice, easy objective, and they pick it up, Crims. They're taking everything. They're suffocating them. They're playing to their win conditions. And really, this is just, you know, it's a stellar performance.
Well, yeah, and they had to win the early game, Lamb, because look, as I said before, no wave clear, no range, no push, and they don't have range to siege as well, so Baron is very, very necessary, and somehow they pulled it out. They picked up those early game advantages that they needed, and this game is definitely going to be going in their favor here at this point. 21 minutes in, 2 Drakes and a Baron. There's is there even an outer turret left? I don't think so. It's all inner turrets here. So man, this is as a stomp as you can get.
Yeah, and it looks like they will try and march it down the mid lane here. They're doing the best to try and equalize that, but the wave clear is just not going to be there for this INT team. They will have the Talia, but she's so far behind right now. She has the Leandre's completed. The Seeker's arm guard is going to be stacking up. Stopwatch is available, and this is an item that can change games, so keep an eye on that one. Shuriken Flip's going to pop the bone play in of Leona, but she's going to walk that one out with almost more health than the Shuriken Flip actually intended to do damage.
Oh,
Flash going in. There goes the Yasuo. The bailout's going to be on him. That might be enough to keep him alive here. They're going to return that one. Perfect execution's going to go through as well. Yasuo's going to fall. They're going to trade that one. Talia is now going to go down as well. They still have the Baron. They play that one out, and honestly, that's not a bad trade for INT at this point.
Yeah, any trade is a good trade for them. I think that was just really jumping the trigger. No reason to go for that kill. Jaffe.
Oh, Akshan going to be interrupted by the Arctic Assault. He's going to be pushed into the wall. He's going to flash away, but this is almost a certain death coming through from the top laner. That's a big shutdown. Going over to the Akali, and we see life being breathed into the team of INT. They are not willing to go quietly into the night here, Crims.
Yeah, well, fortunate for them, A2 really gave them this opportunity. Going for that kill. Go for the kill in the mid lane for no real good reason. Jaffe pushes way too far. Doesn't respect the roam from mid, which is very surprising. So they fudged it at Baron, Lamb. They really did fudge it at Baron.
It's over. Just FF. They're in.
Yeah.
It's a
one
wrap.
mistake. They're done. Get them out of here. The counter scaling in League is too crazy. Just give up while you're ahead.
Buff transfer complete. Akali's got to feel good. I remember when I was seeing a Brock Lee staring into the eyes of a double buff Jaffe, and now look who's on the opposite end of that coin. The coin flip is well into play right now.
I mean, it's still just as bad.
Come on, Graham. I'm just trying
It's just as bad. And now it's just your whole team is sad and behind as well. All right, look, they're going for a vision play onto this dragon. I feel like they're going to meet their doom here as they're running into 3 members, Jaffe included here. And yeah, they wisely shy away. But that is third dragon. You know, this is a scary dragon to give away.
Certainly is, and it's one of those things that it puts them on so point. It's another win condition that surely they can secure, but it's got to be on the minds of INT. You have to pull that trigger eventually. They can stall this one out, but the next dragon, they have to go for something. They can't just suffocate and just wipe out here. They have to try and put up some sort of defense, but where does it come from? I mean, they're getting prio in the top lane, and they're doing the smart thing. You're rotating up there. And trying to, I mean, I was going to say they're going to shadow the Akali, but basically Akali's on an island right now. Try and get any advantage that you can, but it just seems so hard. They're just eating the waves up as they come in. The best thing they can do is try and funnel the farm into the carries like Vayne, who has a shield bow completed and looking to build that second item. But if you look on the side of AA or A2, as my man said it best, Mercurio's Scimitar is going to be completed for the Yasuo, and we haven't even touched on the Yasuo. It's not even been a factor.
Yeah, they do have the Wit's End, actually. As look, that's 2 members picking up for the
trolling.
magic damage. Yeah, you are trolling just a little bit. As I mean, there's only one source of AD damage, and that is Kenny for the opposite side there. So yeah, they're picking up some magic resist. That's pretty smart, pretty wise from them. Diana, 3 items in at 25 minutes, and this group up in the jungle is going to be pretty scary.
Oh, they look like they're going to go for it here, and why not? Sejani's there, 5-point straight's going to land onto 1. Shipon's going to go in the Zenith Blade. The teleport's already been channeled. There goes, oh, the ultimate from Renata. It's not going to do anything as they walk that one out. A lot of stuff burned. Jaffe gone rogue, waiting in the mid lane. Looking to make a play. They don't want to give this one up. Oracle is going to be popped. They're going to see them in the brush. Double pink ward. You want to protect him. You can't see me. Oh, he's going to be stunned into the wall. Great stun by the Vayne. He's going to be picked up. Kenny on the board. Picks up the first kill of the game. And the pick of Jaffe. This might stall the siege coming through from AA2.
All right, and it looks like this game has absolutely lasered the brain of my play-by-play caster here.
I don't. It's,
First kill of the game. Look here, look, Lamb. I'm sorry, but everyone, when I'm in a cast, everyone is gonna get roasted by me. You
hit me with
You're
it.
not
I'm
safe.
ready.
You are
I'm
not
ready.
safe. I'm just gonna let you know. But
FF15.
Jaffe though is also going to be facing my wrath. As look. That was pretty decent positioning, but oh man, that hook shot into the wall was not good. That was not good.
It was measured. I mean, he had it right on the edge of the terrain.
it moved
looked
him
pretty
like
good.
an inch.
If he just
did not
moved,
get far.
just move, bro. Just space. That's it. But Kenny, I mean, he's trying his best. Rage Blade is going to be completed for the Vayne as well. So offering some sort of hope here, but they're literally playing around the timer, right? That dragon's going to come up shortly. The Baron is already up. This seems free. They have to go for this, and it looks like they will. They're going to start this one up, and why not? There's no vision on this.
Yeah, if we want to talk about theoretical league here, this Baron should just be the win of the game here. It's either they should be able to either get the inhibs and get the next Drake for free, which should pretty much just give them so much stats that they can just win any fight, or they can just take the win before the dragon. So my call out for the pre-25 minutes win does not happen because of the earlier Baron shenanigans. But can they do it? They have a second time now to close out this game.
I mean, usually it comes in threes, but they're going to try. Second time is the charm. But they're trying to synchronize these waves, so this is a smart play, right? Action's going to push that one in. Mid lane's already rolling down there. It looks like Diana is pathing to the bot lane where they will have a big wave stacked. And they're going to try and crack the base. And that's really the goal and the objective of this Baron. And hopefully you can get onto the carry, the Vayne, get Kenny out of the game, and then just steamroll your way to victory. But that's easy to say for us. To play that out, it's not been happening for them. So we'll see what happens here as we see less than a minute on this next Inferno Dragon. And this is Soul Point.
Oh, Rare Adam not going to be murked right there. Avoids death.
Also level
And
16 on this Diana.
Yeah, look, extremely ahead as well. It looks like they're positioning around this dragon. Jaffe on the top side, going to try taking an inhib. Kenny making his way 4v4.
Oh, the flash. There we go. There's the Yasuo going to go in. He's going to get a knock up. That's going to be a free ultimate coming through from him. Last breath. There goes the Renata ultimate. Going to turn the whole team against him. That's a lot of damage coming through. Ship on run for his life.
Oh, Kenny.
Here goes Kenny. He's going Tumblr and he's going. He's not going to get any more. He might get. Oh, he's going to flat forward. It's not enough, but he still wants it. Diana! Look at this man. He's on fire. Weaver's World's going to go off the team. That's maybe the comeback of the century. The Vayne's still alive. The heal's still available. And MXL, you're on borrowed time because this is Kenny's world. And we're just living in it.
All right, Kenny trying to chase down this last kill. This walking money bag. MXL doesn't survive the turret shots. Broccoli has to prevent Jaffe, who got down mid-turret, by the way, spinning around, doing the turret spin on the auction there. They don't pick up Dragon. Somehow they leave Rare Adam, picks it up, so they don't get the prevents the fourth Drake. Wow, I'm actually flabbergasted, because after winning that team fight, you would think that they would try to secure that immediately.
Confusion of the highest order. Jaffe just flashes the wall. They're breathing life into this one. I mean, it's all on Kenny's shoulders. He's got big, dense shoulders. That's the one. But like you said, they give up the dragon. They get that advantage and then they just back off and say forget about it. And they pick up the inhibitor too. So Akshan, even though the KDA is 1-3, he's still proving big for his team, picking up that objective. And it opens up that middle of the map again. And how did they even contest this third Inferno Drake? And that's so secured.
Yeah, this map stage is absolutely detestable, and just because of the way that MXL stalled out, they weren't able to contest the dragon and or save the inhib at the same time. Jaffe picking up another red buff. Again, just securing all of the resources from INT. Bo survives. I mean, look, this passive is working wonders for Bo here on the SIG line.
It's a bold move, Colin. It's paying off. Johnny just walks in, trying to get the vision, and look, like you said, going to get the benefit of that one. Zenith Blade going on to that one. It's going to take time to chop down the Sejani, getting beefier. Frozen Heart in there as well. It's going to help against the Yasuo. And I guess the Diana when she goes in as well. So everybody in the vicinity is going to get that slowed attack speed. And they're getting items now, Crims. They're trying to change the game.
Well, look, if they blow all their ults on Bo again, on this Sejuani, who tanks it up and let Kenny free hit again, that could be a team fight win. But now, it looks like they're going to go on the offensive.
Going to bring Diana any range, going to be pushed back out, but on the backside we see Kat
huge
actually running for the life. That's big life. Oh, the MXL is going to fall as well. Yasuo's already down. Jaffe's caught in the middle of it. Perfect execution. Going to be absolutely perfect. Double kill. Going over to Brock Lee as we see them chasing him into the jungle. Kenny still alive, still doing things. Katarina's going to fall as well. Adam's going to blow him up, but is that going to cost him his life? It certainly is, but they need to defend their Nexus turrets, and oh my god, Crims, it's not over!
Yeah, this is almost at the end of the game, almost 10k down with a fire drake to boot as well, and they win the team fight. All right, I think the two big things that happen here is no one gets an initial engage on Kenny safely in the backside. All their focus is elsewhere. Huge Renata ult from He Who Slaps, getting multiple members there, and they absolutely eviscerate each other as Kenny autos them down. Buffs coming out. Bo decides to commit to pick up more kills in this fight. Nice knockback. Rare Adam doesn't get in on Kenny. That is the main thing that has to happen here. As you can see, look, Rare Adam with barely any HP just blows up Kenny near the end of the fight. That's something that you want to happen near the beginning. So the engage coming out from INT was extremely bold, but it worked out well for them. And now they got more gold on Kenny. They got some gold back in their pockets. Now it's the gold lead has gotten just a tad bit closer, but maybe the fear in 4A has begun to set in, as the fear of not being able to close out this game and choking at this moment may take over them.
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in. This game is far from over. The INT.
Okay, what is this? Go.
I mean, it's incredible. The plays, the bravery, the confidence coming through from Kenny. He's been that silent killer in the backside, just waiting for his opportunity. He's born for this moment, but they're still up against it. It's still a monumental disadvantage that they're against. They got the Soul right there. We got Elder coming in 230. The Baron is going to be completely spawned. This will be the third Baron. And if you can't close out the game with 3 Barons, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, your second charm was actually a curse. So they lost that team fight due to you, Lim. That is your fault. But the real charm coming in is the third time. Baron going to be here uncontested. Yeah, Inhib's going to be exposed, causing INT unable to be able to contest here. Now, are they going to... I think they should try 1-3 running. They haven't done that yet. And certainly would be able to leverage their potential of that Baron to push in all the lanes. Was that a bit of a map artifact there? Kind of interesting. The floor just invisible, seeing the skybox through the turret. Never seen that before. Interesting. We're
seeing new things in this game, man. What can I say?
That's interesting. That's gotta be a spectator bug only, as they're gonna be grouping on the top side here.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna
they have to get on Kenny, right? They have to get on Kenny. Another engage coming out.
Weaver's Wall, Glacial Prison. All the ultimates going to be expelled already. Try and lock down Adam. That's going to be the Solar Flare to disengage the fight. Anticlimactic to the climatic pause that we're going to get when these two meet once again. The inhibitor must be close to spawning. Adam still in the vicinity. Bomb plane going to be popped. On the Renata, she's still walking. Still looking at handshake. Somebody. Bailout is still available. Jaffe opting to do the split push. We've seen him do this all game, Crims. He doesn't stop.
Yeah, I said Sejuani ultimate's a big ultimate. They're going to have to stall. And that means they might have to give up this inhib here. Kenny wasn't there, by the way, so I wasn't able to get down enough damage to pick up a kill. Chapone going to tank the E from Akali, shuriken in the face. And they're just working their way around these inhibs here. Jaffe chipping away at this bot turret and Bo at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone.
And this is a smart play. They have to do this because it just seems like they can't get that favorable team fight. We've seen the pings go down and they want to crack this bot lane turret. A lot of damage is going to go down onto the Akali. She's going to walk away and that one's going to fall with the Baron push.
Yeah, 10 seconds from Elder. 2 inhibs and they're pushed all the way in. This is what you would call uncontestable. Evolved Noob does not have ultimate, but they're going to run for it straight through the jungle. He Who Slaps might be able to get a good ultimate. That would be their saving grace here.
Oh, Shipon is looking at
3K.
Stall this one out. They're going to secure the Elder. Yeah, you need to back this one off because if they get on this one, this might be it. They're going to flash away. Renata going to run away. And that's just it. They're going to walk straight down the mid lane here, and this might be the end of the game. Weaver's Wall is going to cut them off. That's a smart ultimate coming through from Evolved Noob. Doesn't want to give it up just yet. Adam is huge. They're killing the wave. They got the Baron. They got the Elder. This has to spell the end of the game. This is their one shot to end this one. And it looks like they're going to go for it. They're playing it slow and steady. Glacial Prison's going to go. They have to pull the trigger or something bad is going to happen. They're going to try and poke it out. Broccoli's on the top side. He's going to get the Shroud down. There goes the hostile takeover. It's going to connect only one. He's going to handshake. Only the Katarina, fully healthy. The ultimate's going to come through from Akshan. These Nexus turrets are falling as they do. Sejani's going extremely low, down to 25%, needs to go back and heal up. They're playing this pretty damn well. They're playing it slow. Jaffe's gone low as well. He's going to be picked off by their Kali. It's not over. Sejani, they got the Elder. It doesn't matter. Perfect execution. Kenny is going to go big here. Is Adams running for his life. The team's collapsing. They're going to lose their turrets, but they fight back. What is going on in this game, Grim?
I can't believe they pulled it off yet again. They even engage on Shipon, but they eventually poke them down. This is an Elder Drake loss. I can't believe it. Katarina does get zoned out a little bit, and they're going for the kill on Broccoli on the side. Jaffe parts ways, and now Shipon is very, very low. Isn't able to do much. They're juggling this, the damage and healing back at base, as well as killing the minions. Kenny on the side, no focus yet again. Broccoli picks up a kill on the low Jaffe. Huge W from Bo, picks up a lot of slows and damage. No one on Kenny, and is able to survive into the Katarina solo. Rare Adam is focused on Bo, and I can't believe this Sejuani survived the entire fight. No one goes down. 5-0 ace with Elder,
and the Nexus turret still stands. What is going on? I mean, what a game, what a fight back. I mean, if there's anything to take from this, it's never give up on your dreams, ladies and gentlemen. INT certainly ain't doing that. They don't want to give this one up. Mastery's going to be flashed as well. Why not? Let's showboat. We're at a time in the game where the gold lead means absolutely nothing.
I am getting to the point where I think that AAA does not know how to play out their fight in team comps. I don't think they have any idea. I'm not seeing an engage from Rare Adam onto multiple members. They just need to look for Kenny. That's it. They kill Kenny, they could probably win the fight. Make sure that there is no big ultimate from the Renata, and then they win. But Rare Adam's not stepping up. They're getting engaged on by Bo instead, and they're giving the onus to win the game on INT to make a mistake instead, when their comp's really all about getting that first big engage. They have the Yasuo Diana. That is what you want to do. And then the Leona there to follow up, and Katarina to make sure that everyone dies. That is how their comp works in the fights, and they're not doing that at all.
Well, I'm sure we've all heard that before. You kill Kenny, you can finish the sentence, baby. You know, it's one of those things that it's breathing life into INT, and Kenny right now is looking monumental. He's on 4 items, Crims. The stopwatch is in his inventory. That's going to be huge, but they need to delay the game to get these inhibitors back up. They see the Baron again. Can we see a 4th Baron? I mean, can we get a record check on these Barons? 3 Barons, and the game is still not closed out. This is making history right now.
Yeah, they're really trying to beat Wet and Wash in that last game. 40 minutes on the clock here. They just need one good engage to win this game. This is on a thread for the set of INT here, and it's over for them. Just one cut of that thread, barely hanging in this game, surviving all 3 inhibs so far with a single turret on the Nexus. Double siege minions walking down the lanes, not making a dent, funneling lots of gold, by the way. Look, this is a 7k gold lead now. It's shrinking by the minute.
Yeah, and these waves mean absolutely nothing when the Vayne is this fed. I mean, the Talia, she's starting to get items. Rabadon's completed as well. The Void Staff there, the Zonias. I mean, you've seen the stopwatches across the board. The Kali has one. The Vayne, the Talia. To kill these carries is going to be a problem. Oh, okay, we're going to see a commitment on MXL. Solar Flare is going to whiff. It's not going to get directly on the champion. They might be able to pick out a hostile takeover. It's going to turn them all against each other. And Renata's going to walk away with the life. Glacial Prison not available either. So they'll look to disengage this one as the Baron is now alive. And it doesn't look like they're turning their attention. It looks like they just want to win the game. Jaffe, backdooring. Oh, you're gone. Evolved Noob's going to take care of that one. They're looking to try and just pick off the inhibitor again, but they're down a member. They might want to go for
big
this as
ult.
well. Adam's going to move ball in there. He's going to go straight to the back line. He's going to whip. Oh, Diana's going to fall. Vayne, Kenny's still alive. That's the problem for this team. He's going to get picked up on the backside by Katarina. This might be just it. This is the fight that they've been waiting for, and they pick up everything. It's double E squared, there's triple E squared, whatever. They pick up the win, and what a game. 41 minutes on the clock.
Finally, after getting engaged on multiple times, Rare Adam gets the engage his team needs, layered with MXL on top of that. They pick up the win in what potentially could have been the biggest throw in FOF history, at least to my mind. I'm sure they feel the relief of winning that one, of seeing that victory pop up on their screen. And Rare Adam can be satisfied with their performance in this game, but that was way closer than it should have been, Lamb.
And maybe they just did that to make it entertaining, right? This is our this is our debut. You know, give us some crazy stuff. But look, it has to be said, you know, we've seen the passion, the fight back from INT. You got to feel for Kenny. He really tried to put the team on his shoulders, but ultimately, press R on the Vayne, you just win the game. That's pretty much what ended up happening. What a night, Crims. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Both of these games, it's been eccentric. It's been pretty damn good, and that one just it takes the cream of the crop for me.
Yeah, that was definitely exciting right up there until the end. That final thread finally snaps for INT. And guess what, Lamb? We have an upset, our first day on the desk here, as INT do drop yet another game in this second half of this round robin here. So maybe another team like RLS aiming to take that top spot because they won their game today. So maybe some interesting shift in the standings for the future weeks.
Yeah, and if you're INT, you basically go back to that drawing board. You know, you set everybody down.
Yeah.
You give them a cup of whatever makes them happy, and you say, hey guys, look, it didn't work. Look, we made it more harder than it had to be. Has to be said as well, we can't ignore the way that early game went. You know, their Cali, there's so much pressure, almost to the point where you're 5 minutes into the game and you still don't have an item and you've had 2 backs. And then the first item that you do buy is the cloth armor. And I mean, going into the 1v1 against Jaffe just looks so comfortable. You know, a little bit of question mark pings around the Talia. You know, not getting that kill on the top side when they decided to collapse, and then the Sejani just disrespecting, you know, yeah, you got the kill, I'm gonna back right here, right in plain view, and then Rare Adam just picks up the kill, and this man snowballed the game. You know, probably got that, you know, we've all been there, you've been fed solo queue, you want to get in there, you just want to pad the stats, and then all of a sudden you look behind you and say, hey, where's my team, dude? You know, and then all of a sudden you're in and you get reported and then you get banned. That's kind of the way it goes. But look, we are scheduled for a sweet interview and we have thoroughly enjoyed it. A big thank you from me, Lamb. This is my debut on the cast alongside Crims, my boy. Any final thoughts, Crims, before we toss this over to Chris for the interview?
Well, I think I know who I'm securing for MVP, and I think you know as well, Lamb. But I want to know, what were the odds on that game? Who was the biggest winner? I'd like to see.
Who's cashing out?
I think War Leader might have made a gigantic amount of channel points there. I think whoever bet on quadruple A there, you picked up the money. You got your bag in that game. I just want to know the odds.
Yeah, and I forgot to channel points. Yeah, channel points are chilling right now. Maybe next time. That's the point. Maybe next time. But hope everybody enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the interview. It's coming right at you right after this.
Hello folks, Chris Edgeworth here with our final interview of the night, and I am joined by yet another jungler, this time joined by the explosive Rare Adam out of Team A. How you feeling?
I'm honestly, that game was really stressful, but overall I'm super happy that we got a victory. I mean, a lot of doubters out there for us, but really happy that we were able to pull through, and especially considering what's happened over the past couple of weeks for us, it was really sort of refreshing to be able to finally win a game or get a win like this, especially when we have roster shuffles and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you guys really made it look good today. And the part I want to start with, of course, is the draft here. The draft was that was a psycho shit. I'm just this was some wild business. Especially you look at the first three, if I remember correctly, were I don't remember the order explicitly, but I think it was Diana, Yas, Leona. Yep. Pretty sure. And then it's just like, okay, sure, that's like the Diana Yas, like, okay, I respect it. Even with the Katarina still being up, I'm like, okay, I respect it. Not gonna get pigeonholed, okay. And then, of course, the last rotation is Kat Akshan, and I'm just like, alright. And as they had said, this is one of those comps where it goes hard early, or it does not go at all. And of course, we will talk about the pressure in the game in a moment, but first, let's talk about this draft and what you ended up against.
Yeah, honestly, I think that their draft was very much akin to what we were expecting. I mean, we've seen Bose Sejuani multiple times. Realistically, like, we had better things to vent in some ways, just in terms of what we didn't want to play up against. And I think that, honestly, knowing how strong this team is, we need to respect. There's so many picks that we have to respect, but just being able to get that early kill onto Bo really accelerated me. Like, I had Nasher's Tooth at 7-8 minutes into the game, and we were able to accelerate off of that. But honestly, the draft was just, we wanted to just keep it as light as possible for us, not too much stress on our heads. And, I've played a whole bunch of Diana. I was expecting it to get banned realistically, and I'd be forced on Hecarim. But basically, I just told MXL, who was drafting for us, I said Hecarim, then Diana, and then if not, we'll figure it out on the fly from there.
Well, let's talk about how the game turned out, because of course, in the end, you folks were really, I mean, I say you folks, but I mean, you were popping off in the early game super hard, although Jaffe really, like, honestly, as they said on the cast, some illegal, just punishing, just BDSM domination of Akali and the top side, Brock. I can't even imagine how much golden experience was just getting consumed by that Mongo wave that he had pushing against him. And then, of course, tip of the hat to Bo Explode for, thanks, top laner, just thanking the jungler for showing up for the 2v2, and they're the one that dies, and then they give over the double buffs. I'm like, man, fuck, why couldn't it have been me at this point? Like, fuck. Like, he's a TP back and he wouldn't have double buffs. Like, this is just really rough. So talk to me a little bit about how you folks were able to get ahead to such an explosive lead.
I mean, just being able to play one of my best champions was a big factor behind it. I mean, Diana's still super busted. Nerfs that they've tried to make to her really don't do anything, especially with this tankier build. It's not my favorite build. Honestly, I prefer the full EP one-shot build, but, it is what it is. If it's strong, I'm going to play it. And just being able to pick up that kill there and then just be able to sort of turn the map around, pick up a triple kill, I think bot lane right after that, that sort of just accelerated me or got me off to the races. It was actually back up on that top side when we were able to regank it. So I think from there, like, I was just super comfortable in my own skin, and it just gave us such an advantage in terms of objectives as well. And I think that's the main thing. Like, I'm just looking at the overview right now. All of the kills in this game are on their side of the map, right? Like, we just had control over that map. We got every single objective that we wanted, and it just felt really good to be able to do so and just get that early game lead. But once again, as is the AAAA, can't have a game that goes that we win that doesn't go to 40 minutes. So late game got a little bit stressful, but yeah.
And let's talk about the sweaty sweaters there at the end. You guys were purveyors of the multiple barons, and then of course the lost fight, just flipping it a little too hard on the push with the Elder Baron push there at the end. Looked a little dicey as you guys lost that fight. How hard were you guys sweating?
Yeah, I mean, especially when we got to the later stages, we knew that we didn't have much of a siege, and it's a little bit akin to what we fell into the trap of in the last couple of games as well, where our siege just wasn't up to par. I mean, Talia was able to wave clear quite efficiently, despite being so far behind. Vayne, it's so hard for us to walk up because our range is Lakshan there, so we sort of drafted ourselves into a hole in terms of sieging. It was really just sort of, we want to play our comfort, we want to run them down and find the fight, and I mean, we were able to, or I was able to catch the last like 3-4 minutes of the cast there, and I just see chat and I see XT there, and like just flash ER on them, get in there and try and look for something. But it was always that they were spreading out really well. And honestly, kudos to INT for being able to stall the game out for so long, because it was really difficult for me to engage, especially once the Talia had enough items and the Vayne was fed enough to burst me out before I was able to get in there. So that made it difficult. But I mean, we were able to sort of find the Diana Ult of Destiny, get in there onto 3 members, and I mean, barely surviving there to be able to get that off. So honestly, super stressful, but just happy to close it out. A win's a win at the end of the day. We kind of got flamed for a win against C9 last week, but you try playing into a Sivir who can just infinite wave clear, right?
Yep, pretty much. Well, Rare Adam, thank you so much for this interview. It was a really fun game to watch overall, all things told. So thanks so much. Congratulations on the big win, especially on your performance today. Before we step away, though,
one last thing?
Of course, no. That's I'm about to say. Your final thoughts,
perfect.
Any shout-outs, any banter? What do you want?
Yeah, honestly, GG's to INT for the game today. Honestly, really good game. Was looking a little bit dicey in the middle there, but overall a banger game. Thanks to the casters again, and for everyone here at FOF for doing their work. And honestly, huge shout out to XT. I know he's had a tough couple of weeks, and just wanted to give him a shout out. He brought us all together. He's made this league as fun as possible for us, and honestly, all love for him, man, and hoping that he comes back soon.
Yeah, tip of the hat, of course, to our guests, I shouldn't say our guests, our new friends on the desk. Crimson Lamb's really, or Crimson Lamb rather, only one Z in that group there. Really held it down on the cast. Really fun time today. So shouts out to them, of course. And yeah, folks, really fun, really long, honestly, day of Friend or Foe here. It is 8:45 Pacific over here. I'm sure some of our Eastern friends are already headed to bed. So we'll be back tomorrow. More Friend or Foe action coming at you with our second day for Week 5 of Heroic. So thanks to all of our teams who competed today. Thanks to all of our staff members who make today possible. And to all of our fans for tuning in. We'll be back soon, 4:30 tomorrow with more action. See you then.